It's Online Biz Real Talk today, and we have an incredible subject for you. An incredible person who has volunteered her precious time to spend with us. And she's usually traveling or on a snowboard. She's snowboarding, or she's literally on a yacht, or on a paddleboard, or doing something amazing to do. Her water sports, her mountain climbing, you name it. She's traveling the world, Ireland, all over Canada, all over BC. The wonderful Akina Doyle. We're going to be interviewing her today, and I'm really um, grateful, proud, honored to interview you, to have you on here. This has been a long time coming, and I know you're new to the business, but you're super successful, super quick, and this is one of the reasons why I want to bring you on. So God bless you, girl. Welcome, welcome, welcome. How are you doing today?
Thank you. Thank you so much for having me. I really feel honored to be here. Yes, I know it's been a long time coming, but I'm a very introverted person. I'm really shy, but yeah, here I am. My name's Akina Doyle, and my husband and I, we're currently living on Vancouver Island. I started this business over a year ago, and it came from my strong desire to work for myself. But not only that, I wanted to find something that provided real time and location flexibility. So I've been on the hunt for a really long time. I wanted to find something that embodied the true definition of work smarter, not harder. So that meant sifting through online opportunities that required maybe hiring employees, and not starting like a traditional brick and mortar business. So yeah.
Wonderful, wonderful. So, yeah, I see you've been doing a lot of traveling. You went all the way to Ireland. You went and visited your husband's family. You went to Toronto. Well, we kind of missed each other. I went to Toronto and you came. um, yeah, so there's lots been going on in this business. I'll let you take the floor. Um, if you want to add anything, feel free. But I guess I'll ask you your first question because it's like a segue to everything we've been talking about, just how you're traveling so much. But what made you start this online business? Which I have a feeling it was the traveling. But yeah, what made you start this online business?
Okay, great question. I think my reasoning kind of goes way back to my childhood, and it stems from like being raised by a single mother who was really struggling to live, and she lived paycheck to paycheck, and she worked endless hours in a corporate job, um, and she spent I think more than half of her paycheck on childcare alone. So you know, Jay and I are preparing for children, and that's one of the things I'm looking for is I want something to prepare myself for living comfortably as a stay-at-home mom and not relying solely just on Jay's income. Because if anything happens to Jay, we need something as a backup. And if I'm not working, I'm taking care of children. I want to have those funds for the family. Um, and another reason is because, growing up, we moved so many times. We've lived in many different cities, and into my adulthood, I still find myself always moving and I'm always on the go. So I really wanted to find something that I could take with me, instead of having to find a job in that location and then eventually having to quit because Jason got a new job offer, or we want to settle down somewhere else in a different country. So I what I love about this business, the reason why I started, is because of that uncapped earning potential. Um, I wanted to be my own boss, and I really wanted to set my own schedule.
It makes perfect sense. I can understand. I guess that's one of the reasons why I started the business too, was to just be there for my kids. And I seen my mother and father struggle a lot. They always had their own businesses. I seen them literally have money one day and one day be broke. struggling. And it was very inconsistent. And I didn't like that. And that I always thought, Akina, like if I when I grow up, if I go into something, it's going to be a good career. I want to be like a counselor, a psychiatrist. I want to be, even I had even the thought of like a scientist. Like I want to do something incredible, right? Write books, like do something where it's stable, right? And you have your career and you're making your money month to month. But as I got older, I realized something. I realized that my mother and father were entrepreneurs, and even though they they had their ups and downs, they were free, right, to travel, to go. And when I got older, I realized, okay, well, they made their mistakes. They didn't invest their money properly, or they spent, or they would make money and they just spent it all. It wasn't consistent. Okay. But if you're consistent with this business, or if you're consistent with anything in life, you're going to succeed at it. And that's exactly what you've been doing. You've been consistent. And I can totally relate to you about that. Like that's something that I went through. Like I went through the same thing, seeing my mother and father have 6 kids growing up, and days we could get what we want, but most days we couldn't get what we want, or we was in the ghetto, or we had hard times. I remember that we used to have to help, my mother and father with things to make money, help with the business and stuff. So yeah, so I guess the next question would be, what has been your experience so far in this business?
Okay. So far, my experience has been pretty incredible because I've noticed such a huge growth, like in my personal development and even in my business partners in such a short amount of time. And it's really rewarding to be able to mentor others to run their own business online and just to see their progression. It's been really transformative. So like from the beginning, I kind of told myself that I wouldn't let fear and like anxiety or depression stop me from doing what I truly want to do in this time that I have here on earth. So I realized that the I have the ability to live the way I want to live. I just have to be really open to the opportunities that are in front of me, and that includes opportunities that are online. And so it's funny that like I came across this advertisement, um, and you were in it, Georgia, and I really, really felt compelled to watch the workshop because, I figured if a mother of 5 can do this, I have no excuse. Like I have no children. I I really have no excuse. So, after obtaining all the information, watching the webinar, I made that decision to just go for it. And I'm super happy and I haven't looked back. So, lovely experience so far.
Love it, love it. You make it seem so easy, right? But I know you do your work behind the scenes, and you're consistent. And that's one of the things that a lot of people don't seem to understand. They don't seem to understand that it takes the devotion. It takes, consistency. It takes even hard work. The online world is so much easier than the offline world. And what hard work is just sitting at the computer and just getting through this little techie thing that you might have a problem with, and really and truly our tech team will get it, go through all the techie stuff. But if you're stuck at something on Facebook or Instagram or YouTube, you might have to do a little searching and training or so on. But yeah, thank you for that. So what has been your biggest accomplishment so far in this business?
Okay. Biggest accomplishment must be hitting my 3rd milestone in this business because it pays me around 2,200 per sale. And so I'm super, super pumped that my next milestone will pay me over 5,900 per sale. So that is actually more than I've ever made in a corporate job per month. So the fact that I can make 5,900 like per sale in one day, that truly means financial freedom to me. So yeah, really rewarding, and yeah, huge accomplishment for me personally.
Love it, love it. I felt that way like when I um, got enough sales volume and I literally started making, back then it was like 4.9K. And I remember getting that first time that I made that sale, I was in my glory, Akina. Because now the commissions went up, guys. So since February, our commissions went up and we made more. But when I first, I was, I never thought I could do it for some reason. And didn't think I could do it what other people were doing in our community. And then I finally let go and I started to believe. I started to follow the law of attraction, which I always did follow as a kid. I always did follow as a woman, a young woman, and so on. It's just I lost my path. I lost my way when I was like really unhappy. I went through marital problems or just financial problems. You lose your way, right? You stop having so much faith. You don't realize, life is happening for you, not to you, right? You gotta go through these experiences, kind of learn how to deal with situations, how to help someone, how to, literally be there and be compassionate, and also how to enjoy and appreciate the good when it does come because you experience the bad. So, girl, when you get that paycheck and when you see that thick envelope full of 9 and 10 checks in there, you're going to be jumping up and down. You're going to be like, look at this. Quit your job to your husband.
Yeah, no, and you know what? It's what's crazy is that it's not just about the money. Like for me personally, it's like
Yeah.
the time. I am buying time. Like I want freedom, like to enjoy my life, and like money provides that.
Yeah.
So that's what makes me excited.
Yeah. Exactly. 100%. So what is your favorite thing about this business?
Okay, I have a few favorites. But
Okay.
my most favorite thing I think is that I get to work with people who are like-minded, and we have fun achieving and accomplishing goals together. I really love the fact that it you're working with people from all walks of life. It doesn't matter what ethnicity you are and where you come from, what you do. You have people that are stay-at-home mothers, doctors, nurses, teachers, lawyers, real estate agents, uh, freelancers, people who already own businesses, people who are unemployed, even. Like literally anyone can do this business. So that's what I love about it. Um, I love the lifetime membership and coaching that you get for joining the business. Because a lot of courses out there, you don't get that. You just get a bunch of PDFs and then you have to implement them somehow. Um, Another huge thing is I love the fact that you don't have to sell products ever. So it's, and I think that's from our proprietary kind of system that we have that cuts the sales for us. I've never been a salesperson by any means. So it's amazing that we get physical checks in the mail without having to be a salesperson. So it's pretty cool. I think that's it for me.
Love it. I agree with all the above. I absolutely love meeting people from different nationalities. Don't you?
Yeah, it's awesome.
It's like because we deal with a lot of foreigners. Like me and you are really Canadianized, right? But I deal with a lot of foreigners, and I love their culture. I love the experience I get to know about them. I get to know about the culture, and it's funny because we're all the same, even though they're way across the world, the other side of the world. We all have that same like wanting, and it's like where you realize, oh well, they have the same tradition as our family. That's so weird. I would have never thought that. Or you just and the experience of helping somebody that hardly speaks English, but you got it, and they got it, and you understood each other, and they're succeeding in the business, and you're seeing them build themselves up and becoming so confident. So, yeah, I like working with different nationalities. Absolutely.
It's really cool that it is global. So, like, we have apps that translate the videos into different languages. So I even downloaded it on my computer and just to test it out. I tested it in Burmese because I had someone, interested that's in Thailand but who's Burmese. So it was pretty cool seeing what work in action.
So you copied something from the training and then translated it into.
No, so all you do, it's like a Google Chrome extension. So you just download it and then you go to the training site that we have, and then it translated in real time, like whatever the person's saying in the video, it translates the language to their language.
So the video actually has subtitles on it.
Yeah, exactly. And
yeah, awesome. Yeah, because I still haven't looked at that yet because I've seen it in the Paula was telling me about it in the training. Here's another big, huge announcement. We are going to be doing a Spanish webinar. So anybody who doesn't have such good English and speaks Spanish and wants to watch our free workshop, our free webinar, okay, if you want to watch that webinar and you haven't really understood everything, me and Tito are going to be co-hosting those ever so often, and we're going to have a lot of people from Spain or from Ecuador, or that are either from different countries that speak Spanish, and coming on and explaining everything, and also giving their testimonials, experiences. People who just started, people who are super successful, people who are made just a little bit, all experiences, what they've done, what they haven't done, and just showing you everything. So that's happening. So that's going to be exciting. Okay, so another question. Sorry, go on.
Yeah. No, that's cool. You're going to be fluent in Spanish soon.
Yeah. Well, when they asked me, and they asked me, Tito, to do this, they're like, I know you don't do Spanish, you don't speak Spanish as much, but you know enough, and you're going to be the stars. I was like, okay, sure. The funniest thing is, a couple of days ago, me and Tito was saying, since we're here in Spain, well, Tito, I'm here in Spain, and Tito's coming, and we're just doing so many things, and we have a lot of business partners who speak Spanish. We said we should do a Spanish webinar because we do English webinars. So, and then all of a sudden we was reached out to come to join and help with this Spanish webinar. So is that amazing?
Yeah.
So yeah. Pretty soon there's going to be a Japanese one, Akina. Okay, so here's a really great question. What makes this business different from other online opportunities? I'd like to hear your opinion.
Yeah, that's a really good question. Given that there's so much out there at the moment, and this is a very unique business because literally anyone that has an internet connection, a smartphone, and ideally a laptop can get started in this business. And of course, it's legitimate. I wouldn't ever be a part of something that's not. And it's your income's taxable, so that's awesome. This business provides literally everything to start earning an income. So, like, one of the things that I thought considered that I considered was a weakness of mine was that I'm not that creative or extroverted. So I thought, oh, I have to be on camera all the time, or I have to be super creative with like website design and all these things. No, like, we provide the training for everything, and there's so many different programs out there that can help automate, your business for you. And so it's really cool because we have a tech team that helps you set up everything that you need to get started, to start earning like right away. And so another thing is that our product line is, they sell themselves, and again, as I mentioned, you never have to sell them, so that's what makes it unique. um yeah, I think that's all I can come up with right now.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. And like if when you said that we never have to sell anything, the first thing that would pop in anyone's head was, then how do you make money? What do you mean you don't have to sell anything? So I'll explain a little bit about that. What we do is we just advertise. So you're not actually selling and saying, here, buy my product. You're not a salesperson. Your ads are bringing in the buyers. Your ads doing the selling, right? So there's actual products being sold and commissions being dished out to you, but you don't have to go there and be a pushy salesperson. Um, what kind of experiences? I know this is kind of to do with, other opportunities, but what other opportunities did you have in the past? And why, like, that you feel this online business is different?
Okay, so the first one was like straight out of university. I joined a multi-level marketing company and had to do with telecommunications. And, it kind of ignited an entrepreneurial spirit within. And I was like super excited. And, it was honestly, I don't regret it, but it wasn't for me at the end because you had to invite friends and family, you had to rely on your warm market, and like it was just very taxing emotionally and mentally and draining. Like it was very draining. And if you did get a customer, your commissions were like very small. So it just wasn't super sustainable, and I did it part-time. I had a couple other jobs on the go, and but it wasn't sustainable. So, I went back to the corporate world, and then I found myself as the years went on, kind of going back like, oh, I want to still do something business oriented, but then oh no, but I want a stable income with a regular corporate job. So then that's why I went back to school for clinical trials management, and just to get that really good paying job. And at the end of the day, I wasn't being authentic to myself. Like I wasn't really doing what my heart and my mind and my body wanted, which was that time and location flexibility. And you know, I realized you can't really find that with a 9 to 5 job. People do it because they have to. They have to provide for their family, and of course, but at the end of the day, we don't have that much time on Earth. Like I'm in my 30s already, and time's ticking. And before I know it, I'm going to be 60. So, like that's why I'm doing the business. And that's another thing that I tried. And then I sifted through other things like cryptocurrency. I still have, like sort stocks and all that, but very risky. You don't really know what you're truly getting yourself into with that. um, and then downloading and paying for other courses. So I've paid for other courses and nothing was sticking. But this is actually something that I see tangible results in, and that's why I feel so compelled to share with others.
Yeah, 100%. And that's what, when you first get that first paycheck, it's like, whoa, it's real. That's what, like, so many of my business partners, they get their first paychecks a couple weeks after. And then like, okay, this is real. This is really real. And that's what a lot of people, they're like, well, how do you get paid? By paychecks. Really? Old school way, So, oh, we have the Shara. Hi, the Shara. How you been, girl?
I'm good, thank you. Hi, Akina.
Hi.
How are you?
Really good. Looking good.
Good. You look good. You both look good.
Thank you. Thank you. So we're interviewing Akina today. I asked quite a few questions here. I asked her, what made you start this online business? She answered that. What has your experience been? What is your biggest accomplishment since starting this business? What is your favorite thing? and what makes this business different from other opportunities. So I kind of asked her all that and asked her what kind of other opportunity did she do. So yeah, that's where we're at. If you want, you can introduce yourself and yeah, ask away. You can ask Akina something if you like. It's on her today. The spotlight's on beautiful Akina.
Hi everyone, and thank you Georgia and Akina for having me. And my name is Tushara. Originally, I'm from Sri Lanka and living here in Australia. So I have a question for Akina. When you travel with your business and you when you travel in different places in a different countries, I mean, and then you get to meet different people. And are you ever discuss with people? You get a chance to discuss what you're doing to
Yeah,
introduce the business to the people.
yeah. When I'm traveling, you know, let me think about this. There are friends and family that do ask me, like, what are you doing nowadays? They're curious. Um, and it is, I feel blessed when I talk about it because I truly feel like, wow, I can still travel and earn income. And like when I was in Toronto visiting my family, I was taking my grandparents. We drove like an hour just to get some Japanese foods for them because they don't have it in their little town that they live in now. It's not that little, but and I signed a huge contract while I was on the road. I Georgia messaged me and she told me like, "Hey, you got to sign this." I was like, "Wow, like this is freaking awesome," because like I'm traveling and I was so excited. I of course told my mother and my grandparents and they're like, "Wow, like that's really awesome." And the more you share like the fact that you do have this location flexibility, like I think people do get intrigued, right?
Yeah,
Then they want to. Everyone wants time and location freedom. So
yeah,
yeah, like I think the more and more time progresses, the more and more I don't feel scared to tell anyone because it is
Mhm.
something I really feel proud of. So
That's good. And
mm,
yeah, I just want to figure it out because we are still new and that's a way. So that's good. And even then, I had experience. Is it that okay to share because it's your flow and people being they following then become friends. Then I ask questions. I write it down and send to few people. Actually, they are interested and then they ask me questions and then they want more for the information, so I told them about it and they're very interested on
yeah,
and quite happy with it. Yes, that's my experience so far.
yeah. Well, what's awesome is that you're not you're just sharing what you're doing, and they
Yes,
they feel compelled to come to you because they see your success. So it's really nice that you don't have to convince anyone. Really, you're really wanting to work with people who also want change in their life. So those
definitely.
are the people I want to work with. So
Yeah,
yeah,
thank you for that and I really appreciate it. Yeah.
thank you, Kashara.
Yeah, I have a lot of people always like asking me what I'm doing, and yeah, I just tell them I help people earn online. And I literally show them, hey, you wanna earn online? I'll show them my website. And there's so many people out there who want to do what we're doing. Today we come before you on this online biz real talk, this to literally interview Akina and to inspire you, to show you that this is something that anybody can do. Okay? Doesn't matter where you come from, doesn't matter if you're shy, you're in a different country, if you've done a lot of online businesses and they just didn't work out, don't give up. This is your key to success. This is what you've been looking for. This is what Akina was looking for. She spent a long time looking for this. There's a lot of people that come into this business, and you girls know that, especially you, Akina. You see a lot of people that help that literally have went through 4 or 5 businesses, 3, 4 businesses. Okay. And they had it. And then finally they find this and they're like, wow, this is so different. This is so normal. There's the people are here to help you. There's a wonderful integrity. Everything is set so perfectly. The training is so easy. You're never left alone. In the post today, I was talking about this with Akina backstage, that I put um, a post up of, I was on my train to get our vehicle because we just got a vehicle, and I'm so excited. I'm thanking God because it was very hard without a vehicle, especially when you're used to having a vehicle. So honestly, it wasn't that hard. It was just I wasn't used to not having a vehicle. But everything is beautiful here, walking distance, and the weather's great. But when I was going on this train, I was like, I didn't want to go on my phone because usually if I'm going somewhere, I'm on my phone working on my business. Okay. But if I'm with the kids, I'm not on my phone. I'm with the kids. I'm paying attention. I'm watching where they are. Like we're having a fun time. So my amusement is my children when we do something. But today my children wasn't with me, and I was all by myself, and I got a call just in this world. Like I always get these, all of a sudden these awakening, type of feelings and just seeing things the way it is, right? Me on the outside looking in. And as I didn't work on my phone because I wanted to save my battery, I was like, I sat there and I enjoyed the scenery and I watched everybody. Like I paid attention to everybody. And I could see there's one woman playing Tetris, like a 45-year-old woman, right? And you could tell she's real tired from work. She's on this train. She's probably going back home. She's playing Tetris. Then there's these two buddies sitting next to each other, and they're on their phone. Okay, and the one's falling asleep. Then there's another little guy, and he's on his phone, and they're all like this on their phone. And people look unhappy, and they look like they're trapped. Now I don't take this bus, this train. This is my first time taking this train. I don't do the same routine they do. I'm taking a train to go pick up a vehicle, and I'm traveling here in beautiful Barcelona. They're taking this train to go to work. They're taking this train because they have to do this every day. They're taking this train because this is what and there's a lot of young people too that's on the train that you could just see, like I could read through them. Like it was like everybody's in another world on their phones and not enjoying life, feeling they're trapped, they have to get back to that job, they have nowhere to go, they're not happy in a relationship, they're not happy in life in general, but they're too afraid to make a move, to make a change. And their phone is like giving them that dopamine, like that literally that anchor, that it's almost like it's their drug to try to forget their life, to forget what the problem is, to forget everything. And like I sensed it all in that little few minutes that I had that epiphany. And it makes me so grateful because I was thinking, well, people are using phones for the wrong things these days. They should be using phones to make money with, to literally do what we're doing. This is what we do. Not everybody's going to do this. I understand that. The whole world is not going to do this business. Okay? That's where we're going to have tons of clients. Okay? So the whole world's not going to do this business. We're going to be able to sell these products. But at the same time, I'm encouraging people to stop staying unhappy. Make a change. Take a step. You will be so happy if you take a step. Believe me, I've been in, not to just, be so open about my life. I've been in a horrible relationship. I've had no money. I've been broke. I've been sick. I had anxiety. I had stomach problems. I'm gluten-free and vegan now. I made a change. I changed from, I realized, oh, bread is causing me so much problems. I just remove it. Oh my goodness, I'm so much better. I decided I want to be vegan to gain more energy, be more healthier. I decided I don't want to be in debt anymore. I don't want to forever, live off of child tax benefits and credit cards. I'm going to start this business. I don't want to be unhappy in that relationship. I don't want to be going through what I went through. I don't even want to talk about it here online. And I'm not encouraging people to break up in their relationships or marriages, but what I'm saying is if something is wrong, and if you keep hitting a brick wall and you keep going to your phone or a drug or drinking or just trying to avoid it, stop doing that. Take some time to yourself and think about what you want, like Akina did, like the Shard did, like I did. Think about what you want. What's important to you? What is your values? What's going to make you happy? And take a step towards it. This business is not, I'm not telling you this business is going to solve all your problems, but it's going to solve most of it because you can have more time to work on yourself. You're going to have more money to be able to support you while you're working on yourself. And then when you're okay, you're going to have even more money to follow your dreams, open up a restaurant, literally put your kids through whatever cool school, college, whatever you want to put them into, buy your dream home, buy your mom your dream home, whatever it is, pay off your debt. Because this business has a funny thing of fixing a lot of things in your life, which it has done for me. Because our community is so supportive. And the people here are so welcoming. And we're here for you every step of the way. We're real people. But did you want to add anything, Akina? What do you have any last words to say? Did you want to add anything else? Because I see like something's on your mind.
Yeah, no, going back to the people on the bus in Spain on their phones, like I saw something on TikTok there. It's like life is too short to not be the main character. Watching other people like living their best life. No, you got to live your best life. You are the main character. And speaking of epiphanies, I wanted to share an epiphany I had a while ago, which is that although our time on Earth can sometimes seem never ending, like we have all the time in the world, and we'll do it tomorrow. We'll just do it tomorrow. And we don't actually have that much time. And I once heard that 50 human years is 3 minutes in eternity. So on Earth, you blink and you're 30. You blink again and you're 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90. And that's only 7 blinks. So, and in your 80s and 90s, you might not be completely agile. So, if you're in your 30s, that really leaves you 5 kind of like blinking segments of your life left. So, like, why not implement like something in your life that allows you to be that main character, and live the life that you want to live. And I also want to share a quote that one of my favorite quotes is, "It's not chance, but choice that determines your destiny." So you can make a choice to change your life.
Wow, I love that.
Yeah.
And then there's that. I love that. I think it's the Henry Ford. If you think you can't, whether you think you can or you can't, you're right. Okay, it's like whatever you're thinking, it's going to happen. It's like manifesting, and also choosing whatever it is that the path that you want to take, and even that goes for your mindset. You're going to take the path that's always negative, or you're going to take the path that's always positive in your mind, because you will attract all of that. And I love that main character exactly, because that's what I was thinking. I'm like, these people are looking for the dopamine. They're looking to get away. They're looking at other people's life on their phones, but they don't have it, and they're too afraid or not courageous. And I was saying that no matter where I go, like I've been to the States, I've been to Canada, I'm in Spain, I'm in Barcelona. It's the same thing wherever you go. See, to me, this is the dream life in Barcelona. And to other people, they're like, I want to go to Canada. It's so weird. The people here want to run from here and go to Canada. I'm like, why? Why would you want to go to Canada? It's full there. There's more money. There's more money. I'm like, people, wait till you get to Canada and see how expensive it is. Because all that money you're making, you're gonna spend it all on living. That's what I try to tell them. I'm like, no, you're gonna go there, it's gonna be cold. And then you're gonna have everyone, all that money you make, you spend it. And you're not gonna have any life because you're gonna be working for the government and you're gonna be working for that boss. The American and Canadian dream is a lie. I'm sorry to tell you. I'm sorry to tell all the foreigners that want to come to Canada and US, it's a lie. Because you come to Canada and you come to US and you work like a dog. It's true. And a lot of the foreigners in Canada and in the US, they have good jobs. They do. They work really good. And they're very customer friendly. Okay. But the thing is they're underpaid and overworked. They have no time for their family. And they're the ones who do the most, honestly. I've seen that. I've 100% seen it. That the people that come from out of country, they will work harder than the citizens there. And they'll all get paid the same. I want to urge anybody who feels that way, that you're getting paid the same wage for doing 10 times harder work. Try this business. Put all that effort that you're putting into that job, that you're only getting 15 to $20 an hour, put that effort into this business and watch how you become a millionaire in a year. I'm not joking with you, you will. Because I only work on my business a few hours a day, and I'm making what I'm making. I see people work on this business 8 to 12 hours a day. And Akina, how much are they making? The people who literally millions.
Years. Yeah.
Like they're making so much money. The thing is it all depends on you. So you are your variable to this business. Akina, I want to thank you for coming on here today. We have a beautiful comment for you as always. So Sunshine is saying, Akina, as usual, you are absolutely stunning.
Thank you, Sunshine. You're so sweet.
And then we have Bashara. Bashara, you look absolutely stunning as well. And she couldn't forget about me. And as I love you. Thank you, Sunshine. God bless you. Did you want to add anything else, Akina?
I guess, yeah. It basically comes down to having an open mind. And if you want to make a change in your life, you kind of have to change the way you think. You have to step outside of the box, the box that you're living in, and start thinking about a growth mindset, instead of just living the same way you are living now. If you're sad, depressed, you can change that. And then you have to be open to opportunities. And you can follow successful people and change the way you think so that you can change your life too. So if you feel that you're in that boat, then I encourage you to watch the webinar and try it. And you're not gonna lose.
So for somebody that's in that mindset, that's like down, depressed, feels just feels like they can't do nothing. They're crippled with just their own unhappiness in their mind. What would you advise them as a mentor, as somebody who ups people in this business, even in general?
I would advise to really make baby steps to change your life and your own happiness, whether that's eating better or changing one habit a day, that will contribute to your higher self. And yeah, just be open to changing in your life. I hope that answers your question.
I love that, because the thing is we're mentors and coaches. And what I find is, even though we help people with the business, we help people with the mindset a lot of times. We coach them, we direct them, we're there for them. People will sometimes tell us their deepest secrets and what they're going through in their own personal life. And we're there, we're online, one-on-one. like there's nobody else there, so we're talking. And sometimes there's even 6, 7 of us women, and even a guy there, and we're talking about personal things, or we're advising each other as we're going through something. Like, you know, this business and our community is beautiful. And if you are feeling down and out and you want a community and you want some friendships and you want to make an incredible income, join us. See what we're doing in the online world. Because Akina is an incredible mentor, soon to be coach. Reach out to her, go to her page, Akina, and it's your husband's name too on there, right? Kina and Jay?
Yeah.
It's
There.
Akina and Jay.
But it's mostly me, so it's automate with Akina.
Okay, awesome.
But yeah, it's Akina and Jay.
Yeah, Akina and Jay. So if you look her up, and same thing with Ashara. You know, you can go on our page. You can, if you feel that one of us have literally, you know, touch something in your heart and you want to reach out to us, don't be afraid of reaching out to us. And you can also go to our websites, the links above, add your name and your email, and then right away you'll be taken to the free workshop and you'll watch everything explaining the whole business plan and how you can get started. And if you're in our Earn Online Academy, there's a link right there to sign up. That's your next step. And if you haven't watched the workshop yet, then just watch the workshop and message us. Soon as you hit that link, whoever wants to watch the free workshop and that is not in our Earn Online Academy, hit that link, add your name and your email, and reach out to us and let us know that you registered, because we'll add you into our Earn Online Academy so you can see more of the business and so you can get more comfortable, so you can kind of get to know us. So if you're not ready yet to sign up, that's okay. But the quicker, the more you make money, the more leads, the quicker you set your website up, your sales funnel, everything gets set up for you by our tech team. And believe me, we're moving really fast these days. A lot of amazing things is happening. Even our company that we're affiliated with is literally dishing out those products quicker, making those checks being delivered quicker. I noticed like a lot of amazing things is happening for our community and our affiliate companies. So thank you, Kina. God bless you. And yeah, I guess to anybody who's watching, if you have any other questions, reach out to us and we'll be more than happy to answer them. So God bless all. See you on the other side. Bye.